this morning, the 17th day in the month of December 2024.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
Today we're going to be taking a look at the Punch newspapers, the Vanguard newspapers, the Leadership newspapers, the Daily Trust, the Guardian newspapers. Remember, these headlines is published by these media houses and have nothing to do with Nigeria Info FM. Let's get started with the Punch newspapers this morning. On the front page, 2025 budget. FEC orders final adjustments as Tinubu presents Wednesday. 2025 budget, FEC orders final adjustments as Tinubu presents Wednesday. Tinubu economic policies have impoverished Nigerians, says Delta government. World Bank plans $1.65 billion loan for Nigeria next year. 148 Chinese, 645 others arrested for cyber fraud, romance scams in Lagos. Rising food prices drive inflation to 34.6% high. NNPCL supported Dangote refinery establishment with $1 billion loan, says official. Nation in darkness, serial greed, collapse, huge debts, vandalism hinder Tinubu's 15,000 megawatts target. PSC promotes 11 police commissioners to AIG. Tax reforms will promote equity, says Tinubu. Nigeria, African countries need $74 billion for debt servicing, according to African Development Bank. North will stand behind Tinubu in 2027. That's according to North Central APC. PRP confirms merger talk with ADC ahead of 2027 elections. PRP confirms merger talk with ADC ahead of 2027 elections. LG funds enough to address grassroots development. That's according to Algon Secretary Abubakar. Igodalo Ajayi face daunting task amid opposition historical losses at tribunals. Opposition parties confirm merger talks ahead of 2027. And that's a good place to leave it on the Punch newspapers this morning. On the front page of the Vanguard, Killer bread, Nigerians risk cancer over use of bromates, according to researchers. 78,000 bags and phones were snatched in UK. Pastor Adegboyega counters Badenoch. Naira appreciates to 1,660 naira to the dollar in parallel markets. Alleged defamation. I didn't send anybody to beg Afe Babalola. That's according to Farutimi. Tinubu shifts 47.9 trillion naira 2025 budget presentation to Wednesday. CDS orders investigation into death of Okwama community leaders in army detention. Presidential tickets, PDP denies wooing Jonathan for 2027 presidency. Appointment of ABGA members by Tinubu. President has done nothing wrong, says Anambra APC Guber aspirant. Army denies claims of French military base in Bornu. FG renames Abuja Varsity to Yakubu Gowon University. How we will dismantle Lakurawa, according to Army Chief. Nigerian man arrested for scamming Indian woman of over 9 million naira with fake marriage proposal. And that's about it on the Vanguard newspapers. On the leadership, experts raise concerns as Tinubu presents 47.9 trillion naira 2025 budget to NAS tomorrow. Food prices surge as inflation rate hits 34.6%. FG renames Uni Abuja to Yakubu Gowon University. "2027, no more zoning. It's about credible candidates," says ex-governor Shekaru. Urban gridlocks, NGO launches traffic control support corps. Ignore distractions. Ignore distractions. Focus on youth-based capacity building, Presidential Amnesty Bus urged. High inflation isn't the end. Nigeria's path to economic resilience. Saraki's loyalist Bolaji Abdullahi quits PDP in Kwara. Atiku distances self from empowerment scheme. Governor Bala replicating Balewa's strides, says Shawumi. And that's a good place to leave it on the leadership newspapers this morning. And now on the Daily Trust, EFCC's largest single bust, 193 foreigners, 599 suspected Nigerian crypto fraudsters arrested. Confusion at CCT as Umar Kogo parade selves as chairman. Confusion at CCT as Omar Kogo parade selves as chairman. That's Code of Conduct Tribunal. 2027, regionalism shouldn't form basis for choice of president, says Shekarau. Algon urges states yet to conduct LG polls to do so. Governors aware of roadblocks we mount, says police. I'll be bigger in Nigeria, says UK-based pastor Adegboyega. Polls, Benin Republic Electoral Commission seeks INEC support. Gateway Airport begins charter flights, eyes full operation January 2025. 2027, Lookman urges OBJ, Gowon, IBB, others to float new party. Kano NNPP loses members to APC in D. Kudu. Africa's debt servicing hit $74 billion. And that's a good place to wrap it up on the Daily Trust newspapers this morning. A final stop is The Guardian. On the front page, 2025 budget. FG will borrow to fund 13 trillion naira deficit, says Edun. Unite opposition to unseat Tinubu in 2027. Lukman begs Obasanjo. Rivers police to destroy expired explosive materials, December 18. FEC approves £161.3 million for Siemens Power project, 1.7 billion naira for NEMCO office. ECOWAS members explore fiscal convergence for single market agenda. High optimism as Makinde begins Saki Iseyin Road construction. Tinubu, others eulogize Abiola Ajimobi at 75th posthumous birthday. Court limits ICPC's authority to freeze bank accounts. Niger dangles 400 hectares of land to Dangote BUA for industrialization. Defense chief orders probe of Okwama leader's death. Oyo, police arrest 15 suspected cultists, recover guns, other items. OOU Teaching Hospital generates 1.6 billion naira in 10 months. Onuigbo Lords Tinubu over Southeast Development Commission. And finally, on The Guardian, APP praise court to nullify election victory of Rivers LG elections. And that's about it on The Guardian newspapers. Time to get to your reactions. The numbers to call are 0700 951 0000 or 0809 597 4869. On WhatsApp, it's 080 999 30137. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Gabriella of Nigeria Info. Beautiful lady with the intelligent brain. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. You're welcome.
This is your lovely brother from North Central part of Nigeria, living in Kuba Federal Housing, Man Aruna.
Go ahead.
I greet Maran Salansi and the Omotai from Canada and the Ola from Lubi and the Salans from Lubi. Lukuma, beg Obasanjo so that the opposition unite to seek Tinubu. Am I correct?
Go ahead.
We need all opposition to unite to oversee this president because of the bad policy that will bring to Nigeria when it comes to power. Increase the fuel, increase tax, increase gas, increase electricity, increase the food stuff. Everything are going up to when Tinubu come to power. And as he tell us, after I mentioned, he said he will continue about the stuff. And the truth is full continue about the stuff. Traveling, increasing, put more hardship for people. That's why they did achieve anything when it comes to power. So our big oppositions and Nigeria, let us unite. We go one voice. We forget about the traveling, religion, ethnically, so that you can unite and remove this bad.
Okay. Thank you for calling. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Charles speaking from the state too.
Go ahead.
Police said that the governors are aware about the road blocks they are putting up. We are not surprised because in the east, from all indications, the police authority gives response to the politicians we have in the east. That is why for every 3 poles you pass, there is a taking point of military, there is police, there is navy, there is road safety, there is, in fact, money from us on daily basis. And the politicians are cashing out from it. But one day we'll rise at them.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly. And it will not be long. Secondly, Army is telling us how they are going to dismantle the terrorist group in Sokoto. I don't know what they are calling them. Talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than voice. On Kenny issue, when one pastor was given how many times that was snatched in UK, they will always want to make comparison of people. You know, in Nigeria, once you speak truth, you become an enemy of the government. What the government likes is just keep praising them, even when terrorists is taking over, even when everything is going